When it was discovered in the 1920s, it was the most intact tomb of an Egyptian pharaoh ever seen. Why he died as a teenager and why his name was erased from all monuments until he was found 3,500 years later is still a mystery.
Top Billing is known for interviewing the most famous people all over the world. So for my very first story, I just had to profile the most powerful of them all, Tutankhamun. And if you haven't heard the name, you really have been living in a tomb.
Much of Western civilization was built on that of the Romans, who drew on the ancient Greeks before them. Even earlier, along the River Nile in North Africa, the staggeringly advanced Egyptian society existed, and these artifacts tell of the heights it reached.
Tyron, when people walk through these doors, what can they expect?
Well, they're going to be, first of all, amazed by the magic of the size of the exhibition. They'll start seeing the whole story of ancient Egypt and all the dynasties. We then take them on a magical journey of Howard Carter when he found the tomb of Tutankhamun. They can see the antechamber, the burial room, and also the treasury, all as it looked when Howard Carter found it, which you will see nowhere else in the world.
Are there any curses I need to worry about?
Oh no, you're perfectly safe here. These are all replicas, and this is just about information of the period and of the exhibition.
This exhibit has been all around the world. How well has it been received?
Over 5 million people have already visited this exhibition. We have been in Seoul, in San Diego, in Berlin, in Paris, in Barcelona, in Johannesburg, and now we are very happy to be here in Cape Town.
From the mystery around the boy king's death to the mathematical genius that built the pyramids in which the pharaohs were entombed, this subject takes years to study. A man who has given his entire life to learning about this civilization, which ruled the Mediterranean for 30 centuries, is archaeologist Dr. Tarek El Awadi.
Hi, Tarek.
Hello.
I see you staring at this exhibit and you look completely lost at it. You must have such a strong relationship with these artifacts.
These artifacts are the treasure of Tutankhamun. One of the reasons that I fall in love with ancient history, with our ancient Egyptian civilization. And this is a unique window. Through it, you can look at the world of the pharaohs and you can learn a lot about their mystery and magic.
Well, I see a chariot, I think some beds, boxes. Why would Tutankhamun need all of these things buried with him?
He needed these objects for his afterlife, for his eternal life. You know, for the ancient Egyptians, this was not the end of life. It was a beginning, and they had to be prepared for this and well-equipped. And well-equipped means to have the right objects. So when you see the food containers, actually it had the food, the symbolic food inside, on which the soul of the king will feed in the afterlife. And when you see these funerary beds, this is the king will use in the afterlife, and he will be protected by the goddess of the sky and the lion goddess. And when you see this beautiful small object, for example, the Nefertom coming from a lotus flower, this is a symbol of resurrection. And the king wished that he will be a Nefertom in the afterlife. Every morning, when the lotus flower opens with the sun, he will come back to life.
There are different theories on why he died so young. Some say he died of malaria, or in a chariot accident, or by foul play. But it's his burial that really grabs your attention.
He was the youngest king in the 18th dynasty, the period we call the golden age of Egypt. So he ruled the country when he was only 9 years old. And for a short time, almost 9 or 10 years. And what you see now is the mummy of Tutankhamun in the most inner coffin, 111 kilogram gold. You see the golden mask on the head of the king, and they put all these amulets and beliefs inside. For example, the scarab, it's the symbol of the sun. And why the scarab? Because they noticed that it's the first creature comes in the morning with the first sun rays. So they believed that there is a huge scarab in the sky pushing the sun. And it's a wonderful and very elaborated world, the world of the pharaohs.
Well, I see Tutankhamun and I have something in common. We love gold.
There is a secret about gold in ancient Egypt. They loved gold for a different reason. We love gold because it's shiny. They loved gold because it's one of few minerals in nature which doesn't change over the years. So they connected between gold and eternity. Because of this reason, they thought that the flesh of the gods were made out of gold because they do not age. And this was the hope, the wish of every king to join the gods and to be like them and to have his flesh made out of gold.
So we have the coffin back there, but then does that go from one block into the other, into the other?
Exactly. This is how the ancient Egyptians put everything in the burial chamber inside each other. So you have the mummy inside the inner coffin, the middle coffin, the outer coffin, and everything in the stone sarcophagus, which was put in the first golden shrine. And all the shrines were inside the outer golden shrines. And what you see here is the chapters from Book of the Dead. And it was very important for the king to have these spells in order to give him a secure passage to the afterlife.
Whilst visiting Tutankhamun's tomb is a revelation, most artifacts have been removed to several museums. So this exhibition is the only chance to walk through the full, recreated splendor of the tomb in its original state. There was to be another honor too.
Here is your name, Jade, top billing, written in hieroglyphs, and your name and top billing will be remembered forever.
Oh, that is so special. Thank you so much. I love it.
Whether you love design, history, a good whodunit, jewelry, mathematics, fashion, religion, or science, the Tutankhamun, His Tomb and His Treasures exhibition has it all.